Alright, I have 80 days until my justification on the Sky Reavers is finished. Now, am I in the best position to take them on right now? Probably not, but I'm still going to do it. Some things I want to go through before I get started is I have neglected to tell you of Keene's traits, which is quite nice. He has a warmonger trait which gives me plus 60% focus on offense, which is awesome, and I get a minus 35% to my war justification goal time. Unfortunately, that does come with a minus 35% on anybody who wants to justify on me, and my planning speed goes down plus 10%, but I will make do with that. Now, I was looking at my templates as well, and I've opted to keep this basic template for now, because the problem is as soon as I start adding on units that I want, my organization drops down to about 28, 29, which is below the suggested minimum of 30 and far below my suggested minimum of 40. So I'm going to keep these guys for now, but I do still want some more. So I am going to start training up some of the 10 with template again, but I want to make my Behemoths my priority to produce. So I'm going to put all available factories on these Behemoths just to get them out. I will hopefully sort out my water problem soon as I go, and I am going to be showing you a couple of tricks to increase the organization, so eventually I can move up to a 20 width unit. So now that motorized flight is done, I'm actually going to start working on my land doctrine for outsider warfare. This first one, outsider inspired warfare, will in the beginning give me plus 3 to organization to my mutants and plus 2 to my behemoths. And I'm going to be spending the 25 army experience just to bring it down to 132 days. It won't be ready for this war against the Sky Reavers, but hopefully it'll kick in during, so that will be alright. I haven't been spending my army experience on these land doctrines because I've checked, and super mutants are not included in this list anywhere. So unless things change, I'll only be using them on tanks later if I use them, and to get my special forces capacity up here. Otherwise, that's the only thing I'll be using my army experience for. Now, I also want to start on my intelligence agency. I think I've waited long enough, so let me create the sneaky bastards intelligence agency, and their only use really will be to bring down resistance in the territories that I'm going to conquer. With traditional weapons finished, now that gave me a production debuff cost, so they produced 5% faster, and I get a boost to my equipment capture ratio, and I also have a boost to my scavengers. So I am going to start my creating my scavenging program, as well as to get my organization up. I'm going to take a shot and try this, the warrior cult. From the very beginning of our tribe's life, we have had a cult of warriors dedicated to protecting the members of our tribe. They have had rigorous training and a life of experience. Now, it says your infantry max organization plus 5%. I'm hoping this will affect my super mutants, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to have to take a chance and try it out. Militia training is done. Now, that gave me a plus 5% boost to defense. I could go for power armor frame, but I'm not going to be using that straight away. So instead, what I think is a better idea is to actually start boosting my super mutant behemoths. So when I do get them, they are as good as I can get them. So the first one, super mutant behemoth, will give me extra hard defense, hardness, and armor, which is all great stuff because I'm going to be relying on them quite a bit. There, my sneaky bastards intelligence agency has been created. So I want to start off with anti-partisans. This will increase the effectiveness of my root out resistant missions, which is primarily what I'll be using my operatives for. Alright, got 100 political power, so now it's time to show my third little trick I'm trying to get my organization up, and that is with advisors. Now, with the, no, sorry, not officer training, with army training, you can boost it from, I can boost it from 2.5 up to 5%, but a much better one for these guys would actually be to use, here, Juggernaut the Snake. My non-core manpower is going to go down by 5%. Not too worried about that right now. Still got a lot of agriculture I can do to get more manpower. But my division organization is going to go up by straight 10%, and I'm going to use 10% less supplies. So that'll give me a nice boost. And I just want to see if it has taken effect. Not yet. We'll see after 24 hours if it does anything. Okay, the time has come to go against the Sky Reavers. First of all, let me choose my operative. Watcher Built to Destroy seems to be the best. He's got intensive training and smooth talker. Heavyweight, no. Mad Bomber, no. Okay, Watcher Built to Destroy it is. And he is going to start rooting out resistance here in this Air Force base. Now, my justification is ready. I'm still sticking with Marcus for my attack. Let's declare war and get this done. Now what I'm hoping for is these two units here get overwhelmed by my units here. So far so good. Oh, that is climbing fast. That is climbing really fast. This is going well. If I can get an encirclement. Yes, come on guys. Yes, there we go. Okay, now, okay, he's on defense, so you need to go here. Yes. Let's see if I can cut these guys off. Okay, they've got members back. Okay, resistor is finished. Let's move on to vacuum tubes for more research speed. Oh, okay, good. Ah, damn it, they're falling back. Okay, let's see if I can. I really want to see if I can cut these guys off in time. Get a nice encirclement going. Yes, okay, cool. Now, again. Very fast, very quickly. And you guys, no, keep them pinned. I want to keep them pinned so they can't pull back. Okay, warrior cult is done. I'm not sure if that's going to give me the organization I wanted. I'm going to go on to clan fighting style. Our tribe has a distinctive fighting style adopted due to a common lack of weaponry and the dogmatic training of our warriors. This makes us much better fighters all round. So again, I'm hoping this infantry will include my super mutants, and it's going to give me, if it does, it'll give me a boost to soft attack, hard attack, and breakthrough by 5%. Okay, let's carry on pushing here. Really want to pin these guys. Okay, resistance in. Yeah, okay, cool. I've got a guy there already handling that. Okay, can you guys rather, which way are you guys attacking? No, attack here. That's more important. I want these guys encircled. I really, really do. Yes, now we're cooking. Okay, you guys carry on the attack. You guys reinforce. That's 3 units encircled. And these guys can carry on pushing north. Done. Alright, this is going better than I could have hoped. Another unit. Let's add you guys in here. Unfortunately, they're not my behemoths. They will come. Oh, come on, let's click my whole unit. Oh, that's why. Alright. And I've got more political power. So now let me go for something here. Old soldier. Yes, old soldier, because it brings down my damage to my garrisons, gives me plus 5% coordination, and I use another less 7.5% of my supplies. Let's go, boys, let's go. Okay, I need to be careful. I don't want these guys to stretch out the line too much. Because even though I have the numbers, there are weak templates, so I do need to be careful of that. Oh, cool. Reclamation Authority is mine. Let's have a look at what I've got here. I am going to take the risk and send out some prospectors. I'm hoping for something really good, like, I don't know, maybe some Gauss rifles, something like that. But I think anything right now would be good. Okay, yeah, these guys need to push harder. Okay, NCR's going against the divide. Now, you may be asking yourself, yes, yes, yes. I want you there. You may be asking yourselves why I haven't started my next declaration. I do have a good reason for that. Okay, they've already fallen back. Oh, Siege of Hidden Valley. So, yep, Mojave Territories won that one. Yeah, okay. So that's what's happening to the south of me. Okay, these guys are just going to push nicely. Work camps completed. Now, hopefully that's going to help with my resources. Now, I want to go for, I've got low manpower here. So let me do seed selection, extra 500 manpower and a boost to my population. It takes 80 days. Very good. I've got no warnings that I don't have enough supply of weapons and all that. If I do get to that point, I'm just going to purchase. Oh, yes, another encirclement. I love it, I love it, I love it. And there's a boost to my organization. So let's carry on with mutated endurance. I'll get a boost to my recovery rate, and I'm going to spend my army experience again to bring it down to 130 days. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted that quantity of units over quality. Okay. Next we have next super mutant one is 105. Okay, 146. What have we got here? 270, 72. Okay, 140 is the same. 183. Oh, let me. What have I got here? Let me. Screw it. Power over frames it is. Get this out the way. Not going to do the discount. 72 days. Don't know. Wonder if anybody has ever seen super mutants in power armor. And that's clan fighting style done. Now I want to go for more movement speed. No. Let me do this. Okay. I'm going to go for champions of the tribe. The greatest of our warriors are champions, glorified members of the tribe who will become revered elders or respected chiefs in the future. The dream of glory and the honor is so prevalent that many of our tribe will join to become like these champions. So it's going to give me an extra 1% to recruitable population. My war penalty stability modifier plus 10%. What that is when I do an offensive war, my war support goes down by 20%. If I have my maths correct, it'll only go down by 10%, which is great. And then I'm also going to get a weekly war support of plus 0.2. So my war support is just going to eventually carry on going until it reaches 100% if I read that correctly. Okay, I want to take these guys. Yes, okay, cool. Let's take everyone I can of these guys and force them in here. I want this line taken out so I can put them back here. 2 Sun going in cowboy country. That's 1 pop. Ooh, San Francisco is going brotherhood. Interesting. Okay. 89, 90. There we go, there we go, and goodbye. Thank you for playing. Now I've got 2 more left, and I'm going to have all my units on the line. So hopefully we can push this quite quickly. Press capture Sky Reavers plans. Thank you very much. Plus 10% to reconnaissance and 20% to my decryption. So that will give me, oh, I'm definitely going for this. Want to make them as happy as I can. What this gives me is a intel boost when fighting. Yes, another one down. Okay, if I can sneak someone through to Area 51, can I? Let's just see if I can put him here. Yes, 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 yes. Block them off entirely and get in there. And that, if I'm lucky, is going to be all she wrote. Just clean up there. Will that be enough? I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. So you know what? You can carry on marching. I'll be honest, I'm not the best at micromanagement. Oh, I've got another one. I don't want to do, should I do this? No. Resource gain efficiency plus 15% is good. It is good. Let's go for production rather. Okay, now you know what? I'm just going to boost my instructors so I can get extra 2.5% for my division organization. Safest bet, make it on the fly. Here we go, guys. Push them, push them, push them. Let's see if I can. Ah, there we go. That's it. It's done. It's done. They have no more victory points. Everything is mine. The super mutants once again are victorious. And now I have a serious, nice piece of land for the Keene's warband. Alright, now let me explain why I have not started justifying on what you would think would be my next target, would be the grabbers. The 80s here are very selfish people. Okay, I have tested this before. Even though I only need this one state here, if they had to take everything else and I take that, because they have a core, they will justify a war go on me and they will attack me. Right now, realistically, I cannot face the 80s. Mainly being because they have better templates, but they have motorized infantry. They have armor. I have no anti-tank. So, what I'm going to be focusing on now is consolidating what I have taken so far and boosting up my units and getting ready for, I'm hoping that they should take the grabbers pretty soon, but I'm going to let them do that. Once they go against here, the Rupert territory, then I'm going to join war with them, and hopefully between the two of us we can destroy the 80s, and then they can take all the land they want. I don't care. I just want to take a little bit, and then either I will go through the Sons of Karga here, or if I can, I might take a more northerly route here through Vault City. That I still haven't decided on, but the big thing is now is the time for me to consolidate my position and really set up a proper nation to fight this war and reform New Mariposa. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. So my scavengers have found something in some ancient ruins. They have brought me back an additional 35 units of infantry equipment on top of the 50 they took with them, and I get a research bonus for electronics technology. That is brilliant. And oh, Champion of the Tribes is done. Now, because I'm consolidating, I want to move over to this side of the tree for a little bit. I'm aiming for tribal unification, but first, the revered elders. The great elders of our tribe are wise and knowledgeable and guide our people towards a great destiny. That's going to give me daily political power gain of plus 0.2 and an extra 5% stability, which is always most welcome. And I have a decision to investigate the rumors of Area 51. So now you get a 1 in 3 chance. Either you get another forbidden pre-war base, more sand, or vanished scouts. So we're just going to have to cross our fingers and hope. This is going to cost me 50 weapons, 200 manpower, and it cost me 35 political power to make the decision. I want to go for this until I get another forbidden pre-war base. That's what I want. Low manpower again, no worries about that. So siege selection is done. That's going to give me the extra 500 manpower. So now I want to jump up and I want to go for my production. So you can either go generalize production, which gives you more population and factory and dockyard output and more factories in the state, or you can go the specialized route, which actually gives you more output and factories, but you don't get the boost towards manpower. Now, manpower in Old World Blues is very difficult resource to manage. So I always, if you can, really go after something like this, work as needed. And then on top of that, my resistance has now moved up to the North Passage. So I'm going to move my operative. Now, when you are moving your operative, be very careful which area you select. As you can see, it's moving around. So I'm going to select this one so I can have both Nellis covered, which is my highest, and the areas that are busy climbing resistance as well. I need to check now. Did I? No, I did not. I need to upgrade my anti-partisan one more time, so it goes up to 150%. And the NCR has now taken the divide. So just as a bit of a precautionary measure, I am going to start building, just once everything's done, one bunker. Okay, where is my territory here? Let me zoom out one. Okay, yes. Just one bunker along this line here to the south, just so I can have a little bit of protection set up just in case things go pear-shaped and they end up coming after me. Okay, that's power armor done. Now everything else is quite a few days in advance, so I actually just want to boost some stuff ahead. So I'm going to start off with motorization for if I do get a chance to use armored units in this game. And yeah, that's about it really. So I've got another 100 political power. What am I going to spend it on? Now, since Revered Elders is going to give me an extra 5% stability, I want to take the Fruitcake the Power. It will cost me 5% stability, so actually I'll end up having the same 69% I have now, but it'll give me an extra 15% to my resources. Alright, Revered Elders is finished. Next focus I'm doing is tribal unification. Our tribes contains people of different clans and creed, and may one day contain many people of very different tribes. It is important to instill a sense of tribal unification to keep them under heel. So tribal unity will give me extra non-core manpower. Annexation cost during peace conferences minus 50%, so I save on that. Here's the one I'm really after. Compliance growth speed plus 15% and 25 extra political power. Now I want to see how I can add more units in here. I like to have a balance of an equal number of, essentially really in the beginning, equal number of arms workshops and civilian workshops. Now, and I don't like going over this bottom line here. I don't like seeing things disappear. And I also like to have at least halfway of my infrastructure in the beginning. Just the way I like to build things in the beginning. It's a nice balanced way for me to ensure that I can build stuff, produce stuff, and have resources in a balanced fashion. Later on in the game, you really don't need arms factories. It's just in the beginning to help me get started. There we go, another step in my land doctrine finished. I think I'm just going to grind these out for quite a while. Next one is mutated strength mastery. It's going to give me extra breakthrough, soft and hard attack to both my mutants and my behemoths. Again, I'm spending 25 arm experience, so I can get it in 130 days. I'm trying to keep 40 in the bank, so when I can upgrade my template once I can get the production up. Vacuum tubes finished. Let me use my boost to get my primitive radio. Yeah, I need that so I can carry on working down this branch here. So let's do that. So primitive radio, 79 days. Alright, motorization is finished. Now I've got two choices. Either I could do something like simple tracks that takes me 70 days, so I can get ready to go down this route. But what I'm going to do instead is, because it's the 5th of December, I'm actually going to bank this time and not research anything, because my Pioneer kit will be available without a reduction in that time. So I actually get a 25-day or 26-day boost, sorry, to having Pioneer kit, and I need these when I eventually start recruiting my Night kit. So I'm just going to sit on this research slot until the 1st of Jan 2277. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. So the 80s have declared war on the grabbers. I'm going to let them do their thing, and I'm carrying on with my plan as I have it. Then still got some time from a research slot, so I'm not going to use that. What I am going to do is, because my efficiency cap is at maximum for my small arms, I'll show you that now. I'm going to take Marcus the Kind just to boost that, because now that efficiency cap has just got a little bit more. It can go in, so I can build things just a little bit faster. Luckily for me right now, because of all the pipe weapons I bought, they are still upgrading the weapons that I have. Really wish these behemoths would just get made a little bit more faster. I really want at least one behemoth unit when I go up against the 80s. Okay, 1st of January 2277. The 80s are starting to break into the grabber territory, just like I want them to. Now I'm going to pick up my Pioneer kit, 84 days. But what should happen is when I go here, yeah, see, there's a 25-day boost. It's already almost a quarter finished. That's why I banked that. So tribal unification gave me what I needed for the extra compliance gain. Now I'm going to jump to the other side of the tree once again, and I'm going to take the war band's muster. Soon it may be necessary for our tribes to go to war. Well, we've done that twice already, but okay. Whether to defend our sacred land or expand our tribe, we must muster our war bands, train and equip every member of the tribe we can. So this is going to bring my division training time down by 10%, and I'm going to get an extra 2 arms workshops, which are going to be very good for training up my behemoths. Alright, something very important I want to show you here. I sent scavengers out again, and we've lost contact. So when you get this message, drop down your menu, be ready here. So we got activate mission, contact lost. Immediately pause again, and we get send a rescue team. So I'm going to send that out, and very soon hopefully I will get the message, yes, we found the expedition, thank goodness, and I get extra 30 political power for that, and 75 manpower back, and 75 units of infantry equipment. Now if I'm lucky, yep, that has boosted me above 100. So next advisor I want to get is what? I really think I need to get one of these for my construction speed. This warmonger is very good for so I can justify on the 80s as soon as I can when they attack Rupert. Yeah, you know what? I would like it. Also, I would like to get my Cass aircraft company, but I think I need to be smart here, and I'm going to get for my last slot the warmonger. Plus 10% war support, always lovely. Plus a minus 10% to my war goal. Be aware I will be now at, it'll take anyone who wants to declare war on me, it'll be 60% faster for them in total, because 35% from that and another 25% from the other one. So that is something I need to be aware of. If someone justifies on me, I need to be able to defend very quickly. Okay, work as needed is finished. So let me do the next one. If I only had basic, I would do the tool scavenging. I'm going to go for tool production. Give me a boost. The one I'm after here is the efficiency cap and the efficiency growth. That's what I'm after there. Now, Sons of Cargo have literally just finished taking out TV Town. This actually works quite nicely for me because I know in their tree they're going to want to head towards Navarro over here and take on the NCR. So that will form as a nice distraction. So I will be able to, I'm currently thinking I can loop around the top of them. Rather, I really don't have to go through these guys with all the enforcer armor that the AI produces for them. I'd avoid that as much as I can. And primitive radio is finished, so I'm going to continue snaking around by doing, I know it's ahead of time, but it's still less than going simple circuitry. Radio, so this will give me more coordination and diplomatic distance, but after all, I'm after the encryption and decryption research modifiers on that one. And then I can send out my prospectors one more time. So there we go. Resistance is now in both. I'm not moving my operative around. I am trying to save up some caps so I can do the new citizen care package, which will take my resistance down by 5% and increase my daily compliance gain for 160 days. But I've still got quite a lot of money I need to bank up there. And it's time to choose another advisor. Now, to help bring down this resistance, I want to change my press laws. Now, I could just go for muzzle dissident, takes the resistance target down by -4, but if I go all the way to state press, on top of that -4 resistance, I get plus 12% to my growth speed. Now, it does cost me 8% in my political power gain, but I'm actually quite happy with the amount of political power I'm getting. I mean, I'm researching a focus tree which costs 1 political power a day, and I'm still getting 2.3. So I'm very happy. So state press it will be. They'll help bring everybody in line. So I've finished researching the rumors in Area 51. Unfortunately, I got the more sand event. Warband scouts have turned up nothing in the deserts of southern Nevada, although some of our men have reported flickering lights in the sky at night and menacing figures in their dreams. The only thing they found were pre-war tourist traps. This is starting to look like a waste of time. Perhaps we should have gone to New Vegas instead. I hate sand. It's coursing, it's everywhere. Now I get all my manpower and my 50 units back. This investigate rumors will become available again when I get to enough political power. I will take it again, and I'll just cross my fingers to hopefully I'll get the another forbidden pre-war base if I actually find that. Oh, Warband's muster is finished. Brilliant. So let me go for not nomad warriors. Research, we don't need that right now. Pathfinders, reconnaissance is good if you're on the defense. Oh, yes, money. Let's do money. Yes, okay, so the tribal hub. As our tribe grows even more, our village has become something more of a city, allowing much more industry and causing many to flock to us for trade. So I'm going to get 125,000 bottle caps, which will help me to get that new citizen care package. And I'm going to get 3 building slots in the North Passage, and one of them is automatically going to be a civilian workshop. And my mutants are getting ever so stronger. Mutated Strength Mastery is finished, as well as Pioneer Kit. We'll have a look at that now. Now you get your first 2 choices. Now, unlike some other trees, I won't be forced down the left or the right. It's literally just I need to choose one. So I can either choose more HP for my units and I get less division attrition, or I can get more initiative and more organization. And organization is what I want because it's a flat +5 for both my super mutants and my behemoths. Again, spending the 25 arm experience. Now it's going to be 128 days. Okay, that's mixed around now. Okay, I'm going to don't like that, but I'll have to deal with it. Pioneer Kit is done. What do I want to do next? I can do Power Arm Support Frame for 111. Guerrilla Tactics there. Now, let's go for supermutant Behemoth again. This is going to increase my recovery rate. My breakthrough is going to go up by an incredible 20%, and so is my max speeds. These guys are going to be super fast. Alright, my plan is starting to come together. The 80s have taken the grabber territory. So now I am going to give... I think I'm going to give the order to Keene. Yes, let me give the order to Keene. Let's just make him unbalanced. And I'm going to have to change this around slightly. There we go. Keene is going to lead this order. And my offensive line I'm going to put just here inside their territory to send them in there. They can prepare for that. Now I've checked and I need 32 political power to declare on the 80s. So I'm going to keep 32 political power in the bank, and the very moment they declare here on the Rupert territory, I'm going to start my declaration and just have to hope that they can hold out long enough for me to join the war and help them take on the 80s. That is going to be my big gamble. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of money from the tribal hub. I'm actually going to turn off this decision for military signing bonus. I really want to get this new citizen care package first. Now, I did have a look through this focus tree, and the only other focuses I can find to bring down my war justification time are here and here. And there, which I can't do because I went ruler. So instead, I'm just going to finish off this path, I think, for now. Tribal Pathfinders. Our one important part of our tribal warrior bands are the Pathfinders, scouts who know the wasteland like the back of their hand. With these Pathfinders making up our warrior bands, they are sure to be faster in most terrain. So my reconnaissance goes up by 10%. That's going to be good, mainly on the defense. And my movement speed in forest, marshes, jungles, and plains. And plains is the main one that's going to affect me, is also going to go up by 10%. Okay, so now I have 136. I'm keeping at least 35 in the bank so I can declare on the 80s when I get my chance. My next focus or advice I'm going to get is going to be mean scars. I really had a choice between civilian factory construction speed and the military factory construction speed, both being 10%. Not planning on using a navy in this one, so dockyards doesn't need. But since my civilian factories build everything, I'm going to do that one first. So that's the one I have chosen. You can obviously choose a different one if you prefer. And here we go. So the 80s have declared war on the Rupert territory. So instantly I'm going to do a justification on them. 160 days, 32. I just got to hope to hell these guys can hold out. I don't think I can I send volunteers? I can send one. I don't risk them getting cut off, and only one unit is not going to do enough. I'm just going to have to trust and hope it to hell that these guys can actually hold out long enough. Let me send our prospectors again. Okay, this is either going to be a great mistake by not sending volunteer or a chance of bravery. We'll have to see. It's not looking good. I still have 147 days. Rupert's already lost half their territory. And I don't, from what I can remember, unless they're going to go for New Hammond or Eastport up north here, which they will, I just don't know exactly when. Hopefully I've made the right choice here. Okay, improvised tools is done. I am going to head down and do some more. I want some more factory output. So local workspaces it shall be. Yeah, these guys are not going to last long. I'm keeping my justification going though, because even when it's finished, I still have, I think it's 3 months until that justification expires, and hopefully in that time they'll take on either Eastport or New Hammond. So I'm going to keep the justification going. Tribal Pathfinders is done, so I'm just going to finish off this tree by going for Young Blood Combat Rituals. Allowing even the youngest of our tribe to engage in combat rituals will provide a greater base for our warrior bands and allow them to be much greater warriors in the future. So tribal youth will give me divisional experience gain plus 5%, mobilization speed plus 10%, and an extra 1% to my recruitable population. Yep, okay, that plan didn't work. Rupert territory has been taken over. I'm going to keep the justification going. It still has 24 days until it is finished, and hopefully in that time they still at war with one of these guys. Otherwise, bugger it. I'll have to take them on all by myself, which I really don't want to do. I am going to just readjust this line here. Where should I take it up to? I think, yes, okay, I'm going to put Keene's advancement line here. There. I think, let me maybe extend it to there. Yeah, I'm going to keep it like that. So I can fight them up until this break. And then if I have to, I can break out after that. I really still don't want to take them on alone. I really want to get support from someone else in taking them on. There's my second super behemoth upgrade finished. Now I am going to do simple tracks just for the 70 days until I can get my next 100 political power, because that's what I'm aiming for. And if everything goes right, I should have my first unit of behemoths in just over a month. Can't freaking wait. There we go. Early tactical lessons is finished. Now I just want to do some juggling of my research slots because it's bothering me I don't have my army one on the top here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go simple tracks, go to what I want to research next, and I've got a choice between adapted armor doctrine, which gives me more defense and hardness, or more speed. Now I'm pretty good on the speed front for now. I like more hardness and armor for my units, so I'm going to go for adapted armor doctrine. Again, spending the armor experience. So that goes there. Then on the free slot that I have, I'm going to go back here, and I haven't lost a single thing, 53 days, and I'm just going to carry on researching that now. And now my OCD is at peace. So Nerino declaring on the jackals helped me pause exactly where I needed to. With this 100 political power, I am going to hire my CAS manufacturer, which will just make me my CAS research faster and just be that much better. My industry is slowly going to increase, and I want to have, once the simple tracks is finished, I want to start my research on my triplane attackers. And finally, my first unit of behemoths is finished. Look at those wonderful green bastards. They are going to be crucial to me forming New Mariposa. And now that I've got one unit out, what I want to do now is actually, I think I've got enough organization to attempt my upgraded supermutant infantry, if you want to call it that template. So just one, and they can finish this one off. My next template is going to be, okay, I'll duplicate this one. They are going to be called the War Boys, and I'm going to give them the, where's that Chinese assault rifle? There. They can have the unique names, that's fine by me. I'm going to give them 2 combined armed platoons. I love these things. They don't give the exact same stats as the individual ones do, but for example, let me just take this away quickly. One combined arms gives me 16.2 piercing. A anti-tank gives me 6, where is it now? Will give me an extra, if I actually it ends up being 16.9 or 16.8, so it's very slow, slightly less these guys are well worth the cost, and also they actually take less equipment as well. So those ones I prefer. Pop my super mutants in there, and there we go. 20 width, great stats. I still might make an elite version of this and add on some other support companies, but right now I want to keep it like this. My organization is still below 40, but 34.4 is a lot better than the 28 point something it was. So save that, and that's going to be my new one up top here. Now I'm not going to train any right now. Firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the required equipment. So I need, and I always do this the most expensive first. So anti-tank rifles is the most expensive. Then it's makeshift automatic weapons, and then it is dynamite. That is what I need for this. So I've got infantry equipment, check. Fighting weaponry, check. Demolition equipment, check. Anti-tank weaponry, check. So that's all done. Now I will go there. So one on each. Still producing behemoths as fast as I can, and that will still be my primary. And then I'm going to select one by one my most experienced units. So that will be starting off with probably the boys here, and I'm going to change that template to the war boys. As you can see now, need manpower, need infantry equipment, which I've got. The only thing I'm short of right now is anti-tank weaponry, and I'm just going to upgrade them one at a time. So glad to have my freaking behemoths. There we go, radio completed. Let's do now. I want to again first go for the decryption, just so I can get the intel boost when I do go to war against these 80s. That declaration is still going to take another 95 days. They haven't declared war on Eastport or New Haven yet, so I've still got some time, and I just hope I can be ready when the time comes. The 80s have put a lot of units on my front line here, but at the end of the day, all I actually really want is like this territory here. Whoever they go up against can take. The rest of this I honestly don't care. I just want another route to go through apart from the Sons of Cargo. And the young blood combat rituals is finished. I'm not going to select another national focus for now. Instead, I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope I have been helping you learn some more, as well as enjoying some super mutant victories. Even though it's still quite slow right now, it will pick up later on. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.